Have you ever made a mess of things? Ever dropped the ball, made a dumb move, or been reckless? Well, I would guess that anyone listening to this, including me, would have to answer, oh yes. Unfortunately, making mistakes, having errors in judgment, and feeling mortified afterwards are just a part of life. We are, after all, humans. Consider the mess Moses got himself into. At age 39, Moses was at the apex of society, of status, of wealth, of educational pedigree, as the adopted son of the most prominent man in the world, Pharaoh. But after becoming so angry at an Egyptian that he murdered him after seeing him beating a slave, everything fell apart. Of course, he knew that he had made a huge mistake, and so he quickly buried the Egyptian, hoping that he had gotten away with it. But Moses was exposed the next day, and he had to flee for his life into the wilderness. So Moses went from high society to desert nomad within just a day. Talk about a dramatic change in life. Moses probably felt like his life was over, and he thought there was no chance for him ever again doing anything of significance. But even though what Moses did was evil and wrong, God did not abandon him. God took Moses as evil and he turned it into a means for good by preparing him for the challenge of his life, calling on Pharaoh to release all the Hebrew slaves. Perhaps you can relate to what Moses went through. No matter how bad your fall, or how serious your character flaw, or how much difficulty you face in life, don't give up. Turn to the Lord with all your heart. Psalm 51 verse 17 says that the sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart. These, O God, you will not despise, it says. So turn to the Lord with trust and let God do something powerful in your life. He can take what you might consider a disaster. Oh no, my life is a mess. He can take that and he can use that experience as a springboard for an incredible transformation, a new beginning, a new amazing chapter. This is just a thought, and I'm Birger Draget, pastor of Three Angels and Newton Seventh-day Adventist churches here in south central Kansas. Let God develop all the godly attributes that he wants you to have in life. You know, there is no sin too great for God. Just like he did for Moses, God still has great plans for each of our lives.